taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Hawkeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. They'll run it from the gun. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be fit.
And they got him for the sack.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Finds his man down the middle, and he's knocked down.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Quick strike complete. On the move is the 30. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bauer. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They want the edge on the jet sweep. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, the offense stars those plays where they want to get their playmakers the ball, and the defense understands it as well. I got to know, when that guy comes in motion, he's a legit threat. They did, and you could tell they pulled the trigger and went and made a nice play.
He wants to pass it on second down. He unleashes a long one. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Smart offensive coordinators, they're going to throw deep ones, especially those 50-50 balls you hear about all the time. My wide receiver is better than your DB. Well, not on this play.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. And the Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Man, oh man, that defensive end had a great get-off on that play. Exploded out of his three-point stance. He's able to use the swim move and get to the QB.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They're working that left side. Puts him in the spinner, still running. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
He's got an open man. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sooners!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for...
And it's caught inside the 25. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
From the red zone, looking for a space. He makes the connection. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They'll run it on first and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. Not much room. He gets one down to the 7.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
This guy has been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the third game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Makes the catch down the right side. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Steps away. He's going to take off. At the 20, he's got space. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback will audible. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. This offense has a second down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Back and forth, back and forth. I don't care if I give up yards. Nice job by the defense. Now putting them in a negative situation. You gave up some yards. Now you got them in a situation where you know they're going to throw the football right around midfield. It's time to go put some speed on the field and go get the QB.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field and getting the big touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that, and they'll bring it out to the 25. First down for this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
They're bringing heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's caught. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Kane. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to find his man on first down. Feeling some heat. That's caught. It's Bauer. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the timing just a hair off.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab well past the sticks. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And the Hawkeyes will have it 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, oh man, and it's a play like that, a tackle by the linebacker that just galvanizes and energizes your entire team. I mean, the sideline even, David, they were going crazy after that hit.
Everybody goes nuts. And listen, when you have a linebacker that plays physical and downhill like that with bad intentions, that's usually a good starting point for a great defense.
Unloads it left. Got his man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn down.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David. You've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here. Looking deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. he had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. Here comes the offense on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He makes the catch. Oh, look out. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown Sooners. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. And if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 9 to Boston College. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll throw it on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And that pass picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. This quarterback part of their running game. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point.
Got a lot of running room. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Hawkeyes want to crank the tempo. He wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You just wonder if that last interception the quarterback threw last drive is starting to affect him and what he's seeing right now. He's seeing ghosts. Doesn't look very confident throwing the football. He's lucky the defense dropped that last throw.
Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they stop the fourth down pass. The defense gets off the field.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense.
Going over the top. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown Sooners. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
They'll throw it on first down. He tries to take the top off. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys. You got guys out of the portal. You put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
The Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. It's complete. Touchdown Sooners! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
They'll line up for a second down play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too?
I'll say this, man, in college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Wants to throw on first down. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Extending the play. He turns it loose to the left. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Cut it. Green 25.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 35. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
Fires to the middle. Finds the big tight end. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the punishment has been extended. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad.
He smashes his way through again. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit.
And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And he throws another interception. Taking it the other way. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there. And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that 1st down on that run play.
On the option. Now the pitch. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy.
Touchdown Sooners! And the stomping has commenced. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on. And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
And that pass intercepted. Got room on the return. Inside the 30. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the pummeling has started.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this offense. Look, last week you found a way to win a close game. That's what you're supposed to do. But this offense looks like they're taking it to the next level, hitting their stride a little bit, finding out who they're going to be, and they've looked explosive today.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man.
And the ball is intercepted. Oh, spin move. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his second interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. A first down for the offense. They're going to ride this running back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners! And the route is on. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack.
Oh, they block it. He's got it, and he can go with it. He's at the 50, the 30, at the 20. He takes it all the way back for the 2.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Oklahoma.
Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll call for the fair catch here. First down to start the drive after the break. Give to the running back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Using the quick game. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Going for it all. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but They're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Gonna let it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Trying play action. Getting some heat. Already find a hole in that secondary. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the beatdown has ensued. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here.
And the ball is picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown Sooner! And the punishment has been extended. That leads a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. And the extra point is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch called for and made. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
DB's right up on the receivers. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And that pass is intercepted. Looking for more room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll start this drive with a pass. He wants to take the top off. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. The completion well past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They keep attacking through the air. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Grabs it in the middle. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the...
Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown Sooner. And this defense coming out with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, oh, they blocked the extra point. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah.
He wants to go deep. Hauls it in on the right. He's off to the races. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
They'll run the option. Gets it past the marker. Good pickup there. He gets enough for the first down.
And the evolution of the quarterback position, basically you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
No, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and it's just and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
To the air on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. Now on first down from the 43. He's looking to throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And
a shot toward the end zone. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. Go ahead and have a day at the wideout position. You stack up some games like this, and you can take down D.D. Westbrook's record of 17 touchdowns in a season.
And